Okay, what I want to do here is I'm going to put some social icons down here in my footer section. And one of the things I want to take a look at here is when I start looking for social icons, I like going to the iconfinder.com. They have a variety of free icons you can download. And what's nice about this, they're consistent. Now there are some that it costs money, so watch out for those. Now if this is for a paying client, you might want to actually use one of these ones that you might have to pay for. But there's plenty of free ones. And when you click on something like this, just FYI, you can go up here and you can download different sizes. This will allow you to keep everything consistent, for that. You can also download just the one graphic and so forth. I would download, most of the time you want to download the PNG because it's transparent, okay? So what you want to do here is then you're going to look at your code. So I'm going to go into my brackets here, and here's my footer section. I'm going to put it before the paragraph text because I want it on the left-hand side. Now, if you want to, you can have it also on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a figure element, okay, and I'm going to name it, I'm going to give them all the same class name so I can apply the same style to it. Inside the figure element, I'm going to do an image tag. So make sure you have a source and then your alternate text. And actually, I copied this before, so let me update this. Okay. And the reason why we're doing the figure class social is that we want to apply the same style to those three figures. You might have other social icons, so as many as you want. So that way it's easy to just apply it to one. That's where classes come in play. Classes allow you to specifically select elements on the page. If you're doing IDs, you can only do one unique name on that page. Now, I also included a link down here. So here, where it says the anchor tag, you do this with the other ones. I would encompass the whole figure element. Some people just do the image tag. I would do the figure element because if you add padding or around the image itself, then that becomes clickable. And so when we're working with on a phone or something with our thumb, we can be able to click on it instead of being on the graphic. So it does become important there. So I'm just going to copy this over because I already have it done. I'm going to put it right in the footer section. Now these images I downloaded right there. They're the circle ones and they're 32 pixels by 32 pixels. They're going to keep it consistent. I wanted that size. Once you download it, can you resize it? Yeah. Just be careful not to distort it because in this case, it's proper proportions. Now what I want to do is I want to come over to my style sheet. Okay, I'm going to type in .social because I want to apply the style to all three of the figures. First thing we got to do, and actually before we do this, just let me show you it real quick. It puts the icons down on top of each other. That's what a figure does, kind of like a block element aspect. So it doesn't put it side by side. So that's why I want to go in. I want to put it in a float left, and then I'm going to go in and add a little space in between the icons. If I don't, it'll look kind of awkward. So too close together. So you want to add a little extra space. So we're going to add a little margin on the left side and a little margin on the right side. So anytime you add, if you want to keep everything symmetrical or equal spacing, make sure you always add the equal space on the left and right, and that will make it look perfect on that part. So when I save this and I refresh, you can see that the icons are down here. Now, if you want to try to center this vertically, then just add a little extra margin height on top and move it down. It depends on what your footer size is, because my footer up here is a little bit larger height-wise. Now, just keep in mind, as you work with this, depending where you're going to place it. Like, for example, if I go in and if I want this somewhere else, so again, we can just take this because I'm just going to cut it out or copy it. And let's just put it up here after our navigation bar. Okay. Now, if I refresh up here, you can see that it places it right after, and that's going to throw off your layout and so forth. So what you could do here, and actually, let's do this. I'm going to put it right before the nav. As you can see, it puts it right to the left and moves the navigation bar over because the float left is turned on. Okay, so maybe you want to do something on the right side or something like this. If that's the case, then what you're going to do is you're just going to change the social or the class name, and I would name it like, for example, social right, social left. So that way you can that this is you're going to apply a style that's going to affect the left side of your page or the right side of the page. Okay, so again, you just have, once you have something set, now what's really nice is then, you can copy and paste that over into other places and then just adjust the styling or the class and you're good to go.